Hey Tables. Hey Robbie boy. But probably my favorite video from him was this one that we did where I was doing a short film contest with him and another friend. It's this one. No, that's a tribute to Corson Gaming. It's this one. 3 gay men try to make a short film. Yeah, it definitely happened. It's somewhere over here. I'm not gonna spoil it. You guys should check it out. In any case, this is our bingo card. There's totally feasible things here, like Legend of Zelda Remaster. Mario's probably gonna be here. Metroid Prime 4 is definitely gonna be here. And then we just have Orphan Smashing Simulator. Rob. Persona. Dig Dug 2. Or Namco related. This is a good bingo card, I think we're going in. We got a good mix of stupid stuff not happening and stuff that's totally happening. So, let's see this Okay, Dragon Quest. Right, guys? That's a good... People like that, right? I've never played this series in my life. Looks like we got a cool 2D... What do they call that? 2D HD remake. Where they put all the sprites in 3D. Looks very pretty.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well.
That's our first bingo card right there. Switch 2, guys. They talked about the Switch. Yeah. We got an anime girl. We got like this eyeball. What the f is this?
Been trapped in a mysterious escape.
What the f? Why is this so intense? You have anime girls running all over the screen, and you're telling me that this is like some deep investigation. Like, look, she's in a bunny costume, and we're like, oh, it's just gonna, oh god, it's gonna be all like just stupid bull. Oh my god, no shot. Devil Summoner. Game story unrelated to lust-provoking image. Okay. Okay, this is remastered, so this is a game that exists before.
Rhino Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective, but unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil
Was he
summoner.
a Ghostbuster?
To protect
Oh.
the capital, Rhino must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
This looks like Shin Megami Tensei. I'm not trying to bring Persona into this or any of that, but it looks like it is.
Outside of battle,
That's Jack. So this is. If you don't know, Persona is a Shin Megami Tensei, their sibling series, kinda. And basically, they have all these different monsters in them, devils you could call them. I guess this could count as Persona related, but not really. I've never even heard of that game before. Namco.
Where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Puck? That's a cute callback.
You can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
It's just another Pac-Man game. That ain't Puck, that's Pac-Man. Gaia? From Sonic Unleashed? What the f is that? What is going on? What is that? Why is there a big Pac-Man? I'm sorry, Big Puck. Shadow Puck? Namco trying not to mention Pac-Man challenge, any percent. Namco try to make an original game challenge, any percent impossible. Basically, yeah. Another farming simulator. Honestly, I really should have put farming simulator on the Switch bingo card, because like, we get one every single direct. It is insane. And Nintendo always showcases. Okay, wait, this does not look like Metroid Prime 4. Wait, it does. It is! Oh. Is that her new suit? It's got a little purple visor there, that's cool.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics.
Sees one pixel of a tree. This must be Metroid Prime 4. Okay.
Psychic abilities.
Psychic abilities?
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
Wow.
They also allow
Samus can open doors.
The trajectory of her being
That's big.
with the power of her mind.
Power of her mind. Oh my god.
Why?
That is insane. This game does, for Switch 1 graphics, this does look gorgeous. Coming 2025. I bet you anything in Switch 2 Direct, they're gonna announce a Switch 2 port, and we'll get a release date there. Because if they keep saying, I think they would say holiday 2025 by now, if it was coming out around that time. I think we're getting this like middle of the year. I think this could be a Switch 2 launch title. Potentially. But I also think Mario Kart makes more sense. So I don't know if they do both, or if they just do Mario Kart. Wait, that was not the final announcement for the Switch Direct. That's a little weird, because that's kind of like the big thing we know about. So that would imply that there's something bigger at the end. Was it in like their contract with Sora being in like Ultimate that they now have to just announce every single stupid Disney game that comes out? All their games right now just suck ass. They're just like stupid shovelware. And Nintendo's advertising it for them. Like, what the fuck? It's sad, bro.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry.
Now this is different from Tomodachi Life. Alright, I gotta go to work. See you later, buddy. Have a good one, Rob.
Get to safety.
Stay safe.
Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Still no dates to anything, which is just so odd.
In Lumio City, where the game is
I
set,
feel like by now you would
Aurora
have your dates in
transforms
set,
between day
or
and
dates
night.
in place.
It seems in
But at the
the
same
future.
time, I'm glad they don't just announce and
Next,
confirm a date
please take a
and then
look at
delay
this.
it. This is big. It gets the snap.
Hello there.
Wouldn't it be funny if this was Deltarune Theory? It's a fake out. It's just another rhythm game.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new
Is this
entry in
Rhythm
the
Heaven?
Rhythm Heaven series.
I was so confused.
Rhythm
I was
Heaven
like, what the
Groove.
f is going on? This is big for those Rhythm Heaven people because they haven't had a game in like so long. So give props to them.
That
Why is it
was Rhythm
2026 though?
Heaven Groove, a brand new
Little
entry
cartoon
in the Rhythm Heaven
balls
series.
go-
It
Whatever.
includes lots of music
Good for them.
produced by
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Yeah, that's what I like about
But
physical.
what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? For
This is
digital
probably
games,
how they're gonna do backwards compatibility for Switch 2.
your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a
Oh, that's
dedicated
cool.
management.
Why didn't
You
we
can
have this
freely
before?
load and arrange
I don't
which games you
understand.
play on up to 2 systems.
This
Family
is
group
very
members.
consumer friendly, I'll say that.
Connect to your
I have no personal use for this.
and you're done.
Unless, Rob,
They
if
can
you
now
want to
play
share
on
some
their phone
games.
system.
But that is cool. It just annoys me because I
A
don't
virtual
like.
game card
I'm gonna be
feature
going
lets
physical
you
only
swap
for Switch 2
games
because I'm
between
not
Nintendo Switch
liking where the
systems,
industry is going.
as well as to
That's the
Nintendo
only
Switch
issue.
2 systems.
But this is cool for my Switch 1 games going
This
to Switch
feature
2.
is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Next is our last game announcement.
So this is the
Please
big
take a look.
one that they saved for the last thing for Switch 1. Could be the possibly the last. It's Animal Crossing.
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes are haunted.
Or not. This looks like Tomodachi Life. This is big. I like that. I like that they're doing more me stuff, even, you know, like, what are we now? 3 generations from the Wii?
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
We guessed it. I honestly, like, people have been wanting it for a while, but there haven't been really any rumors of it happening, so I don't, you know, I'm not.
Did you want to talk?
That's funny.
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Not another one,
which
stop!
functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering
This is
all sorts of
unnecessary.
content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
This is not necessary at all. I promise you.
After the
So, let's see what we got. I'll put for Dig Dug 2 or Namco related. We did not get Dig Dug 2, but we did get Namco, so I will put a cross on that. We got no Smash 6, no Xenoblade X. I'll count the that Devil Summoner game as Persona related. It's unrelated but related at the same time. No Rob. Tomodachi Life was there. It was the final announcement, the big one. There's no Zelda, no Chapter 3 Deltarune, even though there is a lot of indie developers there. No 3D Mario, no Kid Icarus, no home screen themes. Pokemon there. We got Metroid, obviously. No GameCube NSO, no Fire Emblem, no Animal Crossing, no Orphan Smashing Simulator. The rest of these they did not talk about except for the fact that Switch 2 was mentioned. We do not have a bingo, I believe. But we did cross off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be enough if it was lined up correctly to get a bingo. So that's cool. Interesting strategy they're doing here, but I do think I agree that it makes more sense to do a Switch 1 Direct, get all that weird shit out of the way. All just the indie games, the JRPGs, whatever the final stuff they're doing, just get that all out of the way. How long is the Switch 1 Direct going to be? I don't think they're going to want to spend the majority of this stream talking about, just the type of games that we saw here, right? They're going to want to, go out with a bang, right? Or not go out with a bang, but I guess hit the ground running would be the correct phrase. But we've always seen these types of, we've seen farm simulators, JRPGs galore, indie games. Those are the games that really like to just be showcased for Switch, and a lot of it's because of how underpowered it is. So I'm just sitting here, I'm wondering, how are they going to justify a Switch 2 purchase if these are the types of games that they're going to be showing for it? I really hope that they put an emphasis on big third-party support, and then also have, obviously, first-party, which they will, undoubtedly. But I'm just where do you go from here, you know? Because depending on how long it is, because if we look at, the 2017 Switch 1 presentation, for example, obviously the big one was the Zelda trailer here, but that was 1 hour. A lot of that was talking about the Switch in general, the first, 16 minutes. I guess you could say they spent 14 minutes talking about the actual hardware of the system. And then the rest of it was games. So typically Nintendo Directs are 40 to 50 minutes long. I think it could totally be an hour or even more maybe, depending on how many games they have to showcase. A lot of people are thinking it's coming out on May 15th because there's a lot of things happening on May 15th. They have the Mario Kart set coming out on the 15th of May. Doom, The Dark Ages is coming out on a Thursday, and that's May 15th, and that's unorthodox for Bethesda. They usually do, I think, Tuesday releases from what I heard online. Take that with a grain of salt. Nintendo only has that New York store here in the States. They're opening up one on the West Coast in California, San Francisco. Ideally, they're going to want a big product to release for that. And a lot of people were thinking, Switch 2. Now, I'm a little conflicted on this because I think that they could totally do a release for a console and then open a store the same day. I totally think that's feasible. A lot of people don't think it is. They think it would be too busy. I disagree. For Doom, it would make sense for a day one, I guess a launch title. I think that would be cool. The only one I'm conflicted about is the Mario Kart set because how expensive Legos are now. I don't think that Nintendo would allow Lego, and I don't think Lego would want to cannibalize their own sales by releasing it on the same day as Nintendo's shiny, brand new, expensive hardware. So I'm thinking, a lot of people are saying June. I'm actually kind of leaning more that way now. Originally, I was all on board with May 15th. It made sense, except for the Lego set. And then I was thinking, what if the Lego set is the big product that they have for the new Nintendo store? It's not the Nintendo Switch 2. That makes more sense in my head. I would like it in May. Honestly, I don't really care when this year it comes out. If it came out next year, that would be a little sad, but whatever. This was an okay Direct. I think Tomodachi Life is cool for those people. I really liked how Metroid looked. I want to say it looked almost a little bit worse than the footage we've seen from the last Direct it was in. which leads me to believe that maybe they have different versions that would... Obviously, the version that they showed in the previous Direct was not Switch 2, but this almost leads me to believe that they would have different cross-gen titles. So basically, like Metroid Prime 4 for Switch 1, Metroid Prime 4 for Switch 2. Depending on how graphic... That's the thing. This is very unorthodox. Nintendo doesn't usually have a sequel console that is strictly iterative of the previous one. They usually try to innovate, do something weird. In this case, they're doing something normal, like, you know, in line with, like, PlayStation, for example. And they're doing an iterative console, you know, a number 2, that's exactly the same concept, but just better, which means that they have to emphasize graphics, and they have to emphasize that this is what we're doing. We're making the Switch, but we're making it more graphically capable, more graphically impressive. That's it. You know, and more practical. I'll see you all for the Switch 2. We will be watching that Direct here, reacting to it live. I'll also be posting clips of that. Stay fresh.